would the White House denounce these anti-Semitic comments by the former president as well?
So Donald Trump's comments were anti-Semitic, as you all know, and insulting, both to Jews and to our Israeli allies. But let's be clear, for years now, Donald Trump has aligned with extremist and anti-Semitic figures. And it should be called out, to your point, Darlene, just like we called out our Democratic friends and colleagues last week, and we will condemn and call this out as well.
Okay, that was White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre condemning Donald Trump's most recent comments on Truth Social regarding US Jewish support of Israel. And for more on this, let's welcome in Rabbi Yaakov Menken. Rabbi, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Now, in your opinion, did former President Trump have truth in his sentiment there? Is Israel missing the support of American Jews?
Well, it's absolutely true. I mean, everything that he said there was completely reasonable and above board. Israeli Jews back him overwhelmingly. Evangelicals back him overwhelmingly. And sadly, U.S. Jews are turning against Israel to an increasing degree while Israel is in danger.
And for his in response to this, then, Ilhan Omar, she came out hours later and was perceiving Trump's comments to invoke dual loyalty tropes, whilst anti-Semitism here, all over the world, actually is on the rise. And there is no denying that. We could all agree that in that one thing. But what do you have to say about her statement as a whole?
Having Ilhan Omar on as an expert in anti-Semitism is appropriate in that she uses anti-Semitic tropes every day and twice on Shabbos. This is one of the leading anti-Semites in America. It is a terrible thing that she remains on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. And as far as having her on television to discuss anti-Semitism, next week they should have Son of Sam on to discuss violence against women.
So do you think that do you believe in Trump's comments when he said that he is the leading figure when it comes to Israel, and that most people there do believe that he really has done the most out of any president?
The Israelis all think so. The observant Jewish community all think so. In 2020, there was, to whatever extent, in 2016, there was a clear preference for Donald Trump in the observant Jewish community. In 2020, it was overwhelming. It was simply off the charts that, and certain pockets where it was clear that they had supported Clinton in 2016, they were clearly sold on Trump by 2020 for his policies, not because of his personal behavior or anything like that, or his unreasonable statements that he, like anybody makes, but okay, fine. He has a penchant for that. But as far as his policies have always been extremely friendly. And by the way, not only does he not surround himself with anti-Semites, he surrounds himself with Jews who take their Judaism a lot more seriously than his critics.
Absolutely. I can say that I used to live in Israel, and he does have a lot of supporters there. But I want to go back to this rise in anti-Semitism because it is a really important issue at the moment. Trump is not the only one who has taken to social media lately, not saying that what he said was anti-Semitic in any way, but Kanye West, what he did say was, and there is no denying that, what he did say was that he wanted to go DEFCON 3 on Jews, and he didn't really get called out on this as much as you would expect, or as he should. Are you concerned about that lack of condemnation, or if his fans might get influenced by this?
The answer has to be yes. It is a sad symptom on both sides of the aisle of a willingness to tolerate and accept anti-Semitism in a way that, with any other minority group, he would be toast. He would have no career as of now. And he would not be getting defended by his friends like Candace Owens, whose comments about his statement were completely unreasonable. She said a reasonable person can't look at that statement and conclude it was anti-Semitic. Imagine somebody saying they're going to go DEFCON 3 on black people. Would Candace Owens ever conclude that that wasn't racist? Of course not. It was obviously racist. And it's no different. Yet there's a sad tolerance that we're seeing. And, unfortunately, look, for Karine Jean-Pierre to say that it's the Democrats who are dealing with it, no. Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, it's the Democrats who are specifically not dealing with it in Congress. But the fact that Kanye West, though he's merely an entertainer, that he can make such a statement and not get widespread condemnation is indeed very scary.
He's not just an entertainer, Rabbi, but he is one of the biggest entertainers in the world who has a huge following. And unfortunately, he hasn't been condemned for this as much as he has on other statements that he has made, which is the real problem here. But Rabbi Menken, thank you so much for joining us. Still more to come on Wake Up America. But
thank you again.
Tomorrow, President Trump will be in Corpus Christi, Texas, and Newsmax will have special coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. You won't want to miss it.